What up, though, homies and homies? It's your homeboy Greasy Teasy, and we back in action, baby. I know I'm supposed to be a professional professor teaching y'all how to do tutorials. Nah, man. But I'm telling you, man, believe you me. Believe you me. I know what I'm doing. Alright, fam, this is going to be the last tutorial of this series. And I believe with all my core that with all this training here, you will know everything that you need to know to bump and grind and do the thing right on time. I don't know what type of music I'm going to be playing, because there's definitely going to be some music playing in the background while I'm training y'all. But this is going to be more like a DJ thing. I don't know, I'm just teaching y'all, right? Y'all paying me and I'm teaching y'all, but man, we ain't gotta act like we ain't in no school setting, man. We can have fun. We can do whatever we want to do, right? We are creators. We do what we want to do, and we do it how we want to do it, long as you're learning, right? That's the most important thing. You're learning something new. Learn something new and enjoy it while you're doing it. You figure deal me? And don't make life unnecessarily stressful. Anyway, fam, I got the last and final tutorial for y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and get this boy started. I'm going to approach this tutorial the same way I approach all the rest of them. You know, a lot of times you should do things several times so that you can fully and completely grasp how to get something done. But I'm only going to do it 6 times. But what I ask you guys to do is to do each tutorial 3 times each. Now, don't play games. Don't play games, fam. Do it 3 times each. Now, I don't have to do it 3 times each. I can do it 1 time. But trust me when I tell you, I do 7 of them. 7. And of course, your homie Grant has been doing it for a long time. So, you know, it is what it is. But meanwhile, I encourage you to do each tutorial a minimum of 3 times each. Alright? That's what I ask you to do. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is pick us out a subject. Alright? So let's go ahead and find some character or some caricature that we can put in the video. So we can use a guy or a girl. So I'm going to look and I'm going to see if we can find somebody that we can use. I really like this one here. Free sexy model. They don't have to use, the curse word and things like that. She's nice. She just look nice. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. Beautiful. All right. I think we actually may have somebody. Let's try this one here. Let's try this. Let's put her up here. Yeah, because our theme is going to be kind of yellow. Let's go ahead and take her image and brighten her up. So we'll go to our levels and oh, actually, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we gotta rasterize her. And let's bump her up a bit. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So now let's go in on the background. So what I'm gonna do is let's look up some paper. Now what we're gonna do is look up paper texture. So let's look up paper texture. And let's go to our images and we'll look up some paper texture. And I should have said crinkle or crush. Yeah, let me look up crushed, wait, crinkled and crushed paper texture. There we go. Perfect. Perfectamundo. All right. And let's attempt to let's do this. Let's go to tools, size, and kind of get the biggest sizes as we can, just so that the resolution can stay really high. Now we don't really want balled up paper. Actually, all right, that may be good. So let's go ahead and capture that. I'm just going to copy, slide it to the side, and then let's paste it. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And because we can shrink it down, and it's going to keep its resolution good. That's awesome, perfect. Beautiful. And we can even shrink it, it ain't no big deal. All right, so we got a little something going on. So now we can kind of just close that out. Now what I'm going to do is here, we're going to make them different colors. We're going to make a copy of this, and let's go to our adjustments, and or should I say our layer styles, and let's go to satin and see if we can make this yellow. Beautiful, beautiful. But we want to make it gold, right? Okay, that's cool, right? Let's bring that up. Yeah, awesome. All right. And then what I'm gonna do is adjust some levels here, so we can kind of really get some dark shadows going on. We want to keep all the shadows, but you know. All right, that's beautiful. And then we still have this. So what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna create another layer. I'm gonna hold Control E to convert that down so that we can have a gold version and a white version. All right, now we're going to take this gold version and start erasing it, but the eraser is going to be from a brush. All right, so that's going to be interesting. Here, let's back that up, and I'm gonna shrink it down. Okay, and then let's kind of just, you know, you see that? See what's interesting here? Let me see if I can rotate this. But the thing that's interesting is the paint. Right? You see how that works? And then let's go in here, and I'm going to create a white brush and kind of just go over it a little bit. Oh, no, we don't want the eraser. We want the white brush. Okay, we'll shrink this down so we can see what we're working with. Kind of just start painting some things here. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Now let's do something to the subject here. Let's bring the subject in the middle, and let's fade. Maybe we can paint her out. Oh, excuse me, I'm stuttering. So let's take it to the top here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Awesome. All right, we on to something serious right now. Let's bring her more to the middle, and let's kind of grunge it up a little bit more. So let's go ahead and select the brush and pick some more paint brushes here. So let's go ahead and scroll down. And pick this. Let's pick black. Okay, and we're gonna shrink it down. All right, beautiful, beautiful. And let's just brush the edges. Yeah, let's make sure that the edges get what it deserves, right? Beautiful. Awesome. You see that? You see that? Y'all see that? That's a beautiful thing here. And let's do the same thing with the bottom. That's beautiful, y'all. Beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. I know I love art. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm offending anybody, but I love art, right? Now let's go ahead and get the dispense, brush. And I'm gonna zoom this down and kind of just throw some little sparks up in there, man. You feel me? You know, let's go ahead and throw some sparks. Let's break some things. We're gonna break things up, right? Nothing should be perfect. Nothing should be perfect. Everything should kind of just be busy and random, right? That's how it should be. It should be busy and random. All right. And what other beautiful things can we add to it? Let's I'm gonna do a layer behind her, and I'm gonna get some more brushes. And here, let's get this paint. This paint is really weird, and it's just doing some weird things. Let's get gray here, right? Let's get some gray. Let's shrink it and put some, you know what I'm saying? Just some stupidity in there. Like stupidity, yes, stupidity. Let's erase a little bit of the stupidity, right? Because we don't want it to be obvious, you see? Oh man, this is absolutely beautiful. All right, and I think we might be actually all set with the background. You see that? So I want y'all to pay very, very close attention to that. You know, you can always, add a little bit more, add a little bit less. It's really all up to you. But you really want to make it a beautiful thing. See, the more ugly, the more beautiful. And you understand what I'm saying. You understand the words that I'm saying as you move on and, you know what I mean, build and grow. You'll understand. You see that? See that? Just what you doing, T? Making beautiful things ugly, and the uglier it is the more beautiful. All right. So with that being said, I think we're good to go with our fonts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to keep this in mind. We're going to keep the typical fonts we use. Themes, Planet Cosmos. So that's what we're going to work with, Planet Cosmos. So let's do something like double. Right? Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. What is that? What's Dabo? Don't know yet. It don't even matter. Right? Here, let's put it above everything. Yes. Beautiful. And let's put the Cosmos. So this is Planet Cosmos, right? So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Right? There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Let's put it there. That's beautiful. And let's sit here, mess around, and make this black. Oh, that look good already. Look at it. I think that's beautiful. And you can change that to anything, contest, demo, party, or whatever. But you want to be able to place things in certain type of ways. Like, for example, like I'm gonna always use, 25th April, for example. And, we kind of want to build a little theme, kind of want to always have a little something going on like that. Here, let me select this here. put this at 0, and we'll put that at auto. So we want our little space there. But like, for example, like Saturday, you know, you want to kind of change up the fonts. You really do want to change up the fonts, you know what I'm saying? So something like, you know, April the 25th or whatever the case may be. But you want the Saturday to be like a different, not necessarily a different font, but like a different color. You know, just the whole thing is about dynamics and contrast. That's it. That's what it's all about. Dynamics and contrast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, put this under and take the April 25th, you know, and make it a beautiful thing like such. You know, we can shrink this whole thing down. I don't want double there and there. All right. Perfect. And then we can do something like, of course, you know, like a placeholder. So let's make another layer, and then we kind of paint that black, and we'll kind of move this down here, maybe, you know, and let's kind of pull it in. And really what I like to do is, you know, skew it. And we'll say, you know, put something inside there. A lot of times I probably won't like put it inside there. Let's see, flex the skills, presents. And I'll look for the typical font. Like one of the most typical fonts that we like to use is Built or Beavis, and we can always use Beavis, you know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing right there. All right, let me put this above the layer so that we can have something, you know, decent. And I think we can actually be okay with this. I'm gonna merge those two together, hold Control E and merge, so that we can actually have control of what's happening there. We can pretty much put that anywhere we want, right? Behind the thing and all that other type of stuff. You know, all those beautiful things. And I really would like to take that and actually blend them together. So I'm gonna hold Control E and do that, so I can have control over that. And I can adjust the size, etc. You know? right, so we have something here. Let me zoom in. I'll shrink this and maybe pull it out a little bit. Shrink it. And you know, have this doing this thing. And I like to kind of select them all and kind of move them all up, you know. And then I guess the other images. Okay, so I got a little bit of something going on there, DJs. All right, so we got the Double Flex Your Skills presents April the 25th of Saturday. And then we can kind of just start adding, you know, fonts here and there, kind of fill things in, fill in the voids. So let's do something like, let's say, we're always going to do DJ Flex. So let's say DJ Flex. And what we're going to do here is use the appropriate font, which would be, in this case, an NVS. So kind of let's see. MV, there we go. MV Sans. All caps. So DJ Flex. And then let's say DJ Ray, that's my other boy. And then we'll say something like dress code, and then DJ Rocks, you know. And you know, what we can do is something like that, right? All right, so what I'm doing basically here, let me so we're gonna go ahead and like do a white there, and then we'll do something like here, let's kind of adjust each, you know, font and text to kind of be the equal size, right? Even though it's not, you know, the equal size. Let's kind of adjust it and move it so that it can be the equal size. So we got DJ Flex, DJ Ray, and you know, dress code. So let's kind of shrink dress code so that you know, that it can kind of match, right? So we do something like that. Maybe shrink it in a little bit more. Dress code. All right, that's beautiful. And then maybe we can kind of raise it up a little bit. Beautiful. And then even DJ Rocks. Let's do DJ Rocks the same way. Shrink DJ Rocks down to where it's kind of like, you know, kind of like the appropriate size. All right, nice. Then that way, when we add a little paintbrush, because we're gonna add a little paintbrush just so we can kind of see what we see there. You know what I mean? All right, so we're gonna kind of pick a little scraggly little. Okay. All right, that's too much. Yeah, let me undo that. Let's step back. Let's shrink this boy down. Yeah, that's right. And as long as we can. There we go. There we go. That's beautiful. So it's just, you know what I mean? Just a little raggedy, scraggly little thing. You know what I mean? There we go. That's a beautiful thing right there. Beautiful. Okay. And then let's do something like change the color of one of the fonts. Let's say, for example, let's change dress code, and then let's make that like gold. You know what I mean? Or like yellow or whatever. You know. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. And the rest of everything else, fam, should really just be at our discretion. You know what I mean? For example, here, if we rasterize this type, we can kind of go over here to our eraser and let's kind of use some dispersion, right? So and here, actually here, let's use something like that. Let's shrink down so we can see what we're working with, and kind of use it to erase. You know what I'm saying? And then we get this little thing going on, right? Let's turn it, right? Right? And kind of use it to, you know, kind of dirty it up. That's basically what we're doing. We kind of really truly beating it up. Here, let's select her and let's use the same eraser and kind of beat some things up. You know, chop it up, break it up, you know, so that she won't be perfect. And we really got something, you know, something powerful going on. We got the information up there. Here, let's put something like non-stop music. Here, let's say non-stop music. So here, let's make that black. And we really don't want to use like MV Sans for that one. We want to kind of use either built or let's just go ahead and use built for that. So let's say built titling, and let's kind of hone in here and auto that, and that's awesome. And let's drop it down here. It's beautiful. And then you know, so that we can kind of add space, you can use something like this here, and you can kind of just spread it out, you see? And what that does is it really kind of adds spatial elements to the flyer. Let's add some more fonts, like something like tickets. We want to put the price of the tickets here. So let's say tickets would be $15, right? So let's go in here and change the ticket to MS, or should I say MV Sans. So let's do that right now. NV Sans. We're going to right here. Beautiful, beautiful. And let's take this here and put that at 0, and maybe draw it closer, and then blow it up. There we go. Beautiful. Let's move this out the way. So we got tickets, $15, and let's go under a layer, like a layer right under that, and let's paint a stroke, fam. So we want to paint a white stroke. Hit OK, and go over here, pick a paintbrush, and we will be painting right under that, right here. Hold your bracket keys so that you can see what you're working with, right? Blow it up. Okay, there we go. All right, let's bring that under, because obviously, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, actually here, we're not supposed to do that at Nonstop Music. We're actually supposed to do that at Tickets. All right. So that's how we are to get this accomplished, fam. We are to get this accomplished by this means. Tickets $15, Nonstop Music, da 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 da. All right, let's try to give them some information, for example, like what time it opens. So let's say it opens at 11 p.m., right? So we'll put our caps. Here, let's do this. So what I want to teach you, what I would like to teach you is that this opens. Here, let me start over. Opens, semicolon, 11. This is supplementary information. Supplementary information, I'm going to remind you, supplementary info is always used Beavis or built titling, or maybe even Anton if the supplementary information is important. But typical supplementary information is, for the most part, always produced by either the Beavis font, Beavis No, or built titling, right? Because it's small, and these is important information, but it's information that's typical. It's typical information. So typical information traditionally falls in line of that type of font. You're always going to look for it, so we don't have to worry about making that so big. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to look for it. The most important thing is the big fat fonts is really always based on the title of the DJs that's going to be there, the theme of the show, and a lot of times the theme of the show is going to be by an entirely different font altogether. But other than that, you're going to be using the fat face fonts for the names of the people that's going to be there, and then you're going to be using the theme fonts for the name of the show. But for anything else, you're going to, for the most part, use Beavis or built titling. Okay, so that's kind of just like a rule of thumb, and I'll put more emphasis on that so that you can kind of, we can drive the point home so that you know, so you ain't never got to figure it out. All right, fam? Okay, cool. All right, so with that being said, we got this. Let's select this layer here and go under it. Let's select the layer and hit a blank layer so that we can kind of put a little blanket under there. So we're going to put like a little sheet under there. Let's kind of make it a little gray or whatever. That way we stand out. Let's adjust the contrast, make this contrasty. You always want to have things contrast, fam. Contrast is dark against black or light against dark. Light against dark or dark against light. That's the contrast. You always want to have that type of contrast. All right. Let's go ahead and put a club logo. So let's just say club, Devo. I have no idea what your club name is, but you always want to have a club logo. And we can kind of just here. Let's take that, put a layer under that, and kind of just put a little brush stroke. For this one, I'm gonna put it really dark, you know. And what's cool about like that is that like we can really take the eraser and use the same exact brush and just erase something that's just too big, you know what I'm saying? So there we go, right there. Boom. And you know, boom. It's sloppy, but we really want it to be sloppy. All right. And then maybe we can you know, after we kind of brush things out, kind of shape it up a little bit. It's really up to you. You really truly don't have to, but you know, it just makes the flyer look a little more clean. Let's go in here and get a QR code, right? And we're just gonna copy a random one, copy, paste, Control V. It don't have to be, but you know, and we don't need a QR code, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. All right, it always helps. And we want to do something like, you know, free drinks, free whiskey, free wings. I don't know, free whatever. But we're going to do it free. I'm going to say free wings. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our MV Sans, because again, our MV Sans kind of make statements, right? Oh, capital, free wings. There we go. All right, so let's kind of hone in there and get this right. So the thing is, you know, we want free. We want really both of them to be the same size, right? So something like that. We might blow it up a little bit. All right. There we go. That's the beautiful thing. Free wings right there. And you know, who else? You might have another DJ up in the place to be. So let's do another fun little DJ. DJ Tizzle. Sheesh. I'm a DJ. Call me a DJ. I don't care. Let's do this. Right? DJ Tizzle, right? I will put Whizzle, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're gonna keep it thorough, right? And we're gonna go ahead and do that. It's the last tutorial, so we're really gonna have fun with it and just toy around a little bit. And let's just place it there. And you know, there's a couple more things we can do. You know what I'm gonna do? I ain't even gonna, here, we're gonna select this, right? Keep it there. Give it another title. Give it another color. Let's make this gray. And let's say that this was all about dance and then competition, right? We're gonna make competition little, and then we're gonna squeeze them puppy boys together. Bada bing, bada boom. Just like that. You dig? and we'll put it there. And there's so many other things that we can do. But what I want to do is we want to put some other supplementary information at the bottom of that. So let's say whiskey, you know, we do something like whiskey bash, free parking, ladies entry free. And of course, obviously it can all get changed, but this is just placeholders. It's just placeholders, fam, because I don't know what your event is going to be. I don't know what your people's event is going to be. You see what I'm saying? But now for supplementary information, again, y'all want to try to keep in mind, try to remember, supplementary information is used by primarily two fonts, Bebas New, Anton, or Built Tightly. All right. So with that being said, we are going to go to the commonly used fonts for supplementary information. All right. So for now, we're going to use Built Tightly. But you see the words there. You see how it's used. You see how it makes you feel. It's a certain type of way that it actually makes you feel. Well, there's a reason for that. You see it. It's working for you, right? And it's giving you that feel. Now let's do this. Let's take a copy of it, right? Drag it down. Pull it over to the left or the right, or whatever the case may be, and let's put some address there and the location information. Let's say C Note Lounge, and let's put the address. So the address will be let's say 45660 7 Mile in Van Dyke. And then Detroit, you know, MI of course, 48066. And let's do this. Let's make all those fonts white, because you want a slight variety. You feel me? Let's make it slightly smaller, right? And we'll move it up, right? Let's move it up, and let's put like a border behind it. Here, let's put a border behind it of black. So let's put another layer, and we'll make it dark. We'll paint it. You see? Beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing. Push it up a little bit. Here, let's zoom in. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Excellent. Now we are on to something serious right now. So we pretty much got it covered. Of course, we can do some other things like, you know, like for example, if we want some extra supplementary information, we can like make a little square, make another layer, take the button, select like a yellow, hit OK, paint inside the little square, right? Then we can deselect, and then we can go to our edit, and then we can transform it or skew it, tilt it. You see, tilt it so it have the same lean as data, right? And we can put information in there and make it like cohesive. You see, and we can just put a hashtag. I don't know what you will want to put here, but let's say we'll do a hashtag and say here, let's make that let's make that gray or black. All right, here we'll make it gray, and let's kind of blow it up a little bit. Right? Shrink it down. All right, and so what we do is here. So we got that, and then we'll say something like, you know, your place here, and it could be whatever hashtag you want, you know. And then we have that in place, and then here, you know, the balance, you know, I still always like balance, like no matter what. So, you know, squeeze that in, and we got something beautiful going on right there. And then we can do something even more. We can say, you know, like nonstop, you know, we got non-stop, you know, music, right? Let's zoom in on that so we can get that organized. That's beautiful. Got it placed in the middle. Got that. Let's make those fonts like gray. And kind of work with that a little bit. It's beautiful. There we go. All right. So we got a little something. We can even go a step further and kind of shrink everything so it can kind of all fit inside of a box, right? This is how you can do it where it can fit inside of a box. You make every font that's pretty much the same size, and then you adjust it accordingly, you know, with the ups and downs, something like that, right? And that's it. Put a little something behind it, right? Here, let me make another layer. We put some gray matter behind it, right? Let's put some gray matter behind it. Here, gray box. And then deselect. We can easily just shape a border around it. Very, very simple, but very effective. Shape a border around it, hit enter, adjust it to where it's perfect, and hold Control E. And what we just did was, you know, we made a whole entire little border of nonstop music, right? And we could put this anywhere we want, you see? And at the end of the day, it's a very, very beautiful thing. All right, fam. I try to keep these sessions within 50 minutes. Sometimes it rolls over to an hour, you know, 60 minutes plus, a little bit. But what I'm really trying to do is kind of drive a point home where you guys can benefit and, you know, really put together something within an hour. Now, the idea behind putting something together within 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes is that you can easily charge $40 to $60 per flyer design. That's nothing, that has nothing to do with them printing it up or anything like that. It's using your artistic ways to produce the design. And the design, when you can produce the design in 1 hour and you can charge $40, that's $40 an hour. So you literally can do 3 flyers per day and make a minimum of $120 per day. 3 hours. Now I want y'all to really Like, look at that, fam. 1 hour, $40. Now that's minimum. You could charge $60, but I'm saying minimum 40. You don't want to go under 40. You can do 25. You could do 25 and say, you know, I'll do a $25 flyer, and I do 3 flyers a day. You can make $75 a day. Or you can do 4 flyers, and 4 hours, $100 a day, and then the rest of your day is yours, but you made your $100 quota. And you can promote it on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. But the idea, the entire goal, is to be able to capitalize a minimum of $40 an hour or 45 minutes. And your goal is to get 2 to 3 flyers per day, right? And that's $120 per day for 5 days. You're living good. You're living like nurses and doctors. Only difference, you're sitting home having fun, listening to music, doing flyers. So just keep that in mind, fam. That's what these tutorials are about. So I'm going to wrap this up right now, and we'll talk more about it. And you got my home phone number. Actually, I just got a new number. But if you made this purchase, you should have my phone number. And if you don't have my phone number, you got my email address. And once you email me, I will send you my home, my phone, my home phone number. Anyway, fam, that's it. This is the last of the sessions for this series in particular. Oh, we got much more to come. Don't worry, we definitely got much more to come. But if you're still a member, if you're still purchasing, you're making your money. I got students that makes a very good living, and they just keep coming for more training. And when you're learning from your homie Grand Tizzle, and you're benefiting, and you're making money, and you're learning new things, the money that you spend with your homie Grand Tizzle is nothing compared to what you're making. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be making good money. You don't supposed to be paying me $25, $35, $45 for these training series, and you're not making it 10 times fold. For each training series you buy from me, which is tops $45, you should be making more than $45 a day for the sessions. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, fam, that's it for this series. Make sure y'all follow me. I got so much more to come. I hope you benefit from this. Take these lessons, apply them. It's 6 different sessions with the primarily the same style. You should have a whole totally different the demeanor, perception of the flyers created, and it should help you. I hope it helps you in your money making situation, and you reach out to your people, post up your work on Instagram, and get this work, fam. Hey, it's money. Let's get this money, fam. All right, thank you for watching, and until the next time, I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you when I spin it. Peace.